Good evening, you're watching NewsX, and we start off with this story. When does spiritualism become sacrilege? That's the question going viral now on social media after another provocative video by Sofia Hayat. She's a model and actor. The video, titled Om Shanti Om, shows Sofia Hayat making out suggestively with her husband in the background music of the iconic Hindu hymn. Another scene shows Sofia dressed as a nun, implying having sex with a partner, dressed as a Hindu priest before the Hindu Lord Ganesh. The video has prompted several social media users to angrily question whether insulting religions, two of them in this particular case, can be okay as art.
She makes love on the beat of Om Shanti Om, has bhajans playing to set the mood for sex, makes love before an idol of Ganesh, dresses as a nun, makes love to a Hindu priest, and then justifies herself as Mother Goddess. This is Sofia Hayat's latest attempt to garner eyeballs, one that has certainly united people across the spectrum in annoyance.
Internet is the biggest revolution in the entire world. As a responsible user, it is our responsibility to put stuff on internet which is much more constructive, educative, where you can explore stuff.
She's unaware of how India would react to something like this, but if you actually look into what she has written and her explanation about why she has thought of the whole act to be more sacred, it makes a lot of sense for me.
Islam में अल्लाह ताला और उसके रसूल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की जो बताई हुई शरीयत है, जो बताया हुआ रास्ता है, जो हिदायत का रास्ता है, मुसलमानों को उसी को अपनाना चाहिए।
घटिया हरकतें हैं, अगर ये पब्लिसिटी चाहती है तो कुछ और तरीका इस्तेमाल कर ले। इस तरीके का इस्तेमाल करके वो खुद की पब्लिश करना चाहती हैं, ये बहुत बेहुदा और नाज़िबा है। ऐसे जुमलों इस पर तो कुछ टिप्पणी करना भी बहुत बेकार है।
But Sofia herself insists that it is the critics, not her, who's polluting the idea of sex as a form of meditation.
If anybody is finding it offensive, they're finding offense within themselves, because that video only shows pure love between two gods incarnate in this lifetime. No, I don't really think at what people are going to think, because if you live your life thinking about what other people are thinking, you would never grow and evolve and open your third eye, because life is about living your life according to other people's thinking. In that there is no freedom.
Sports stars as incarnations of gods, gods as poster boys for swimsuits and chappals. And now, sex to Om Shanti Om. Is this spiritualism?
Another hot topic of debate online as well. We have Sofia Hayat with us on Skype. She is in the center of a storm right now. Also with us will be Sadhvi Jaya Bharti. She's from the Divya Jyoti Jagrati Sansthan. And Alisha Khan joins us. She's a model based out of Mumbai. Thank you, Sofia, for joining us. Let me start with you, if I could. Before I ask you about the controversy, were you aware when you were posting this video that it might hurt the sensibilities of a large number of Indians who follow the Hindu religion or Hinduism? Were you aware such a response would be greeting you once you posted this?
If I knew that, I would not have posted it. So absolutely not. I don't mean to offend anyone, and if anybody is offended, they really need to look inside themselves.
Sofia, you can go on.
I mean, the video basically is showing a husband and wife together. There's no sex, it's pure intimacy. And anyone who sees it wrong, it's in their eyes.
All right, so you do not take the allegation that many have leveled against you, Sofia, that this is an insult to the way they live, their religion, and it's not just Hindu organizations that have come forth. There are others who say this is perhaps not according to Indian sensibilities. Now, I don't know exactly what Indian sensibilities mean, but that's the criticism coming your way right now.
I think that everybody who criticizes needs to look at themselves. Judgment is not even something that I myself, as God incarnate, would do. Everything is a learning process. We have to celebrate all that we are.
All right, Sofia, let's just get the other side of the coin here. And one of those who've criticized you, of course, Sadhvi Jaya Bharti is with us. Sadhvi Bharti, what do you think? You know, Sofia Hayat claims that... Well, let's hear her out. Let's hear her out for 1 second. Sadhvi Jaya Bharti, let me ask you right now, what exactly is the contention? Those like you who've come out and said this is disrespectful to a Hindu religion, to a religion really, and not really naming one. Sofia says it's the way you or the critics look at it. It is not depicting sex. It is also just depicting intimacy. So what exactly is the part that you object to the most, Sadhvi ji?
Projecting in the public domain. What she does in her personal life is entirely her opinion, her way of life, and it's entirely her decision. But the fact of the matter is that it's not only about, it's completely uncouth, insolent, and very offensive when you understand that there is not only just that she is trying to say it's in some kind of an intimacy or war, whatever. It's not something that of a civilization only. She doesn't own anything. Certain civilizational values are shared by the people, and when they are shared by a larger people, when they hold certain worth and value to it, it is completely insensible and so uneducated and thoughtless about I don't find any spirituality, I don't find any sensuality. What she's doing is, what she's known for is just getting a propaganda around an issue and to get whatever eyeballs. You upload such videos on YouTube, you get clicks, and you get a lot of money from the YouTube paid for that.
So Sadhvi ji, you're clearly accusing Sofia Hayat.
How you create controversy,
you're
propaganda,
accusing her of
it's
seeking
completely
publicity,
a money stake.
nothing else?
She is a whatever, second-grade socialite or social whatever.
No, you're accusing her on this program of purely
Spirituality
seeking publicity,
has nothing to do
nothing
with
else.
intimacy.
Sofia, would you like to respond?
Spirit. It's about soul. It's about the consciousness.
Okay,
It's nothing about being physically intimate,
I've heard you,
somebody, your
Sadhvi ji.
husband or whoever. That's somebody's personal life. This is making money. This is making money.
All right. Sofia, now you heard the kind of criticism coming your way. Hold on. Sadhvi ji, hold on. Please hold on. Let me talk to Sofia now. Sofia is with us for a limited period of time. I'm going to utilize that time now to get her story out. Sofia, clearly not only on this program, you're also being trolled online, you're getting criticism online, and people are saying that you've done this only for pure publicity reasons, nothing else. Now, I would give you the time to defend yourself. What is your standing on this?
I am the Ark of the Covenant. I am Allah Ma. I am the creator of all, and I'm here to show you that. And I'm showing you that love is the only way. I am. The prophecies speak. It's my duty to tell you the truth. I do not judge you, and I never will judge you. Love is what you are,
hello,
and
Athar,
love
this is
is
hello,
what
Athar,
all of this
can you hear
creation
me?
Hold on,
is.
please.
This creation was made with the word Om, and that came from my mouth, and it's the womb, it's the vagina. Two gods showing intimacy is love. Two gods showing intimacy is love, and it's the most beautiful thing that you can see. And Sadhvi, I send you so much love and respect. We are all on our journeys as you are. And I hope that you can find love in your heart to accept the all in this creation, in this incredible creation. Whichever God you believe in, it all happens for a reason. And it's a beautiful reason. So let's live with that in our heart and know that we are here all for a reason. My music video and that song came when my third eye opened and I was greeted with the divine source creator myself. I'm here in a human form. The veil is about to be lifted. I am the Ark of the Covenant. I am Allah. I am God incarnate. We are all here. Gods are on this. You have been tricked into thinking there is a better place. You're already here. All you have to do is see it with your own eyes.
Okay, so I understand, Sofia. I understand you might look at this in perhaps a different way than others are. No, I understand. Sofia, even if I take that answer, Even if I take that answer, Sofia Hayat, I understand you're coming from a place of spiritualism that is your own and you want to make it your own. But do you not realize that your video and the kind of video you've shot, the kind of setting it has, the kind of background it has, the musical hymns that are very dear to people who might not believe so much in spiritualism, but the dogma of religion, who follow the dogma of religion, don't you think, or didn't you think, it would have been slightly offensive to them? Were you aware when you shot the video that it would offend so many people?
Absolutely not, because it came from a place of love. I wasn't thinking about other people. If you live your life thinking about other people, you will stay in a box. You know, there are laws in India that says gay people are wrong. How can you say it's against the law in India to be gay or to make love to someone of the same sex? You know, if you lived in the boxes created, then we would not evolve. Humanity evolves. God evolves. That video is not offensive. It's intimacy, it's love. And it was shot in my temple. It's my temple. I built that temple with my own hands. Not only did I build that temple with my own hands, I wrote that song. And that's my voice and they're my words. Om Shanti Om are my words. To everybody, if you cannot hear the words Om Shanti Om and feel peace, then I would ask you to go within yourself and try and find it.
So, Sofia, I would like to ask you a very contentious question, and it's not really me asking you that question, but those who would, of course, target me for not asking you this question. So I am going to ask you anyway. Would you have done the same thing with a setting of Islamic chants or perhaps the intonation of the Quran or any other religion? And are you a practicing Hindu?
First of all, I have Allah tattooed on my arm, so you can see that in the video. Om Shanti Om is something that came from me. And yes, I'm telling you, I am Allah. I'm telling you, I am Goddess Isis. It's not, no, am I a Hindu? Yes, I'm a Hindu. Yes, I'm a Muslim. Yes, I'm a Christian. I am every religion that there ever was and ever shall be, because I encompass the all. This world was created diversity for a reason, so I, as a Lama, as God, experience everything. What would this world be if you had one red rose and that was the only flower on the earth? All of creation's beauty about diversity. Whichever way you practice it doesn't matter. And I love it all. I am it all. I have, in my temple, I have Allah, Shiva, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Ganesh. They are all here. Me and you are all divine. You've been tricked into thinking that you have to be good on this earth and therefore you will go to heaven. It's a trick. This is all created by divine source creator. You're here already. You're all one. You come from one source. There is no such thing as religion.
Sophia, let me ask you one more question before I open this up for debate. Let me just ask you one more question, one-to-one, before I open this up to debate, because we are being joined by other guests as well. You mentioned something very important right now. All right. Sophia, just one more question before I open this up to the open debate we are having right now. Sophia, I understand where you're coming from, but you know, there are other opinions on this panel as well.
Hallelujah, shalom, shalom, and that's everything.
All right, no, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I do agree. But you know, one more question before I ask you to join the open debate. You mentioned a specific phrase right now. You mentioned, I'm quoting you right now, I am God or deity or whatever. Are you familiar with the concept of Unalaq? And are you familiar to what happened to who said Unalaq? Mansur Hallaj had said in the Middle Ages that he is God, and he was stoned to death at that time. Do you think the criticism coming towards your video is kind of similar?
I'm not aware of him.
Well,
all my information is knowing, and it comes from really higher realms. Anybody who stones anyone to death doesn't belong to any religion. and does not have any divine guidance, because no one has the right to take away any life. My video shows pure love. Vlad, my husband, my king, my God, is the incarnation of the sun god Ra. He is Ramesses. He is the father. I am the mother. There is a trinity.
All right, Sophia.
We are here on earth now.
I think we've gotten the genesis of why you put out the video. I think we've gotten your opinion as well. I do stay with us, though.
Gay, straight, lesbian,
Do stay with us, Sophia.
Get rid of the labels, Muslim, Christian, Jew. They're just labels that were created by negative energy. We don't need those labels. You are love. You are one. I am the Ark of the Covenant, and soon everybody will know the truth that we are all the same. We are all gods. We are all one.
All right, so, Sophia, you know, there will be people who'd say whatever you're saying is beautiful and it's worth having a look, but there are others who feel equally strongly about their sentiments, who've been hurt today. Rahul Ishwar joins us as well, and Alisha Khan has been standing by for a moment. The reason, Rahul, why I gave Sofia Hayat so much time, because she perhaps wanted to make a point. I would like you to come in at this point. Sadhvi ji has been very critical of the video, and she says she's hurt Hindu sensibilities, but Sophia's answer also includes that she has all religions in her bedroom. It's her temple that she built, and it's coming from a place of spirituality, so why should anyone be offended? Rahul?
Two quick points. First on a lighter note and a second serious one. And the first point, see, I'm a proud practicing Hindu. I can take insult to Om and all my gods. But, you know, when somebody compares Al-Halaj Mansoor, the legendary Sufi, to Sofia ji, I think it is...
Well, I wasn't comparing... Rahul, come on, give me some credit. I know. I wasn't comparing Mansoor Halaj to Sofia Hayat. I would never dream of doing that. I think you know better. Yeah, I just wanted her to know that there is a concept that exists.
Exactly. I know. I never questioned your intent, but I was just taken aback hearing the word of Mansoor and Sofia ji in the same line. But having said
that's
that,
because
Sofia
she said, "I am Allah." You know, that's why.
Exactly.
I said
I know. I'm very familiar
that's what Mansoor Halaj said as well.
Unalaq. But the point here is different. See, the New Age spirituality is very pluralistic. They can be very inclusive. They can talk about Allah, Krishna, Yahweh, Christu in the same terms. All said and good, beautiful things. No objection. But the objection comes where, see, Om is a sacred chant. When Indian Oscar winner Rasool Pukudi went to the Oscar stage, he said, "I came from the land of Omkara." So there are a lot of people who will feel offended about misuse of Om or misuse of chants, especially when things like sex are being portrayed. And she can definitely take, guys in the argument that it is freedom, but there is a right to be offended too. We cannot escape the point that there is a right to be offended by people who are real practitioners of the religion. They have a right to feel offended. They may raise protest, hue and cry, but there is a counter narrative too. So I genuinely feel those who are feeling offended, I am also slightly offended. They also have a right to feel offended, and cultural symbols, whether it is Om, crescent or cross, shouldn't be misused, especially for commercial purposes and in a very loose and non-serious manner.
She denies that. Rahul, Sofia Hayat denies that. She says there is no commercial purpose here. She's not seeking publicity. She believes, and I'm just repeating her words right now. I'm on neither side here. She says this was her interpretation of lovemaking, which is as pure as religion, as pure as spirituality. She also is one of those who says that all these labels are negative energy created by humans, and she's trying to transcend that. Now, surely that sounds like a spiritual sort of philosophy that perhaps Sofia follows, perhaps she's read, but that's also an argument here.
See, but remember, flowery words cannot substitute for real substance. There are real people and crores of people who really practice things. We all respect pluralism. We all respect Gandhi, and we all respect the diversity of religion. But when somebody misuses according to their own systems, their own beliefs,
but again, you're saying she's misusing it. She doesn't believe that. She doesn't believe she's misusing anything. She says she has all the right, as you and I do, over religious symbols, because ultimately she is, of course, very spiritual, and there's nobody can appropriate religion because she also is a practicing Hindu, she claims.
She claims so. I mean, her claim should be taken. I'm a believer.
What she claims
even though I would
really
request the believers not to be overreactive, but they definitely have a right to feel offended.
Okay,
please
I agree with that.
Away our right to feel offended.
I agree with the people who are offended that they have a right to be offended. I agree with that point, Rahul Ishwar. I want to bring Alisha Khan, and then I want to go back to Sadhvi ji. Sadhvi ji, please hold on. Alisha Khan hasn't spoken yet. Alisha, when does art transcend the line. It's a very thin line, really, between getting offended or offending anyone. Should we be drawing those lines in this postmodern age? And do you think Sofia Hayat's video is intentionally, purposefully hurtful and offends sensibilities? Where do you stand on this, Alisha?
Well, I just truly understand that it's a publicity stunt for fame, and it's a very cheap way. This is disrespecting religion, and since she's an Indian and she's living in India, I don't think she should misuse such words like Om. Om means God. I mean, and she simply, misused all these.
Okay, so you don't agree with the way she portrayed it. Sadhviji, I want to come back to you right now. You heard all that Sofia had to say, and we've also, kind of repeated what she had to say. I want to come back to Sadhviji and ask her, because right now, as we see, Sofia is displaying whatever symbols or idols she has in her house right now, trying to prove to us and those viewing this particular program that she does not believe in disrespecting religion. Right now, she is portraying with a idol of Lord Krishna. Sadhvi Jaya Bharti, do you still think it's a cheap publicity stunt?
The way, whatever confusion I found in her mind while she was speaking, and you are saying it's her opinion, the kind of confusion she has about spirituality, about somebody's your own intimate life, I feel she needs a serious medical attention, for her mental health, because neither she has any idea about religion or about, spirituality. Neither, she is calling herself a spiritual person. When a person is a spiritual, and if he's indifferent to the sensitivities of other people, I would certainly say there is no spirituality ingrained in such a characteristics. So when you say that she's trying to, portray whatever childlike action she's doing by, putting on those idols and symbols, I think she needs some kind of mental health attention, and I think somebody should go ahead and help
just
her.
playing devil's
But
advocate
there's
here.
nothing religious or spiritual about it.
Just out of habit, playing devil's advocate here. It doesn't mean I necessarily agree with Sofia Hayat. Let me just make that very clear. I do not necessarily agree with her. But
Let me make one thing.
Let me make my point, madam. Please. Let me make my point. I'm not saying I agree with her.
Let me come in here for once. For once. When you say that you are trying to play a devil's advocate, there is not a stage performance going over here.
No,
so that
you
could play somebody's advocate for your own interest or whatever opinion. But listen, now the thing is, she is putting a narrative about certain civilizational values, a way of life, our own cultural significances. And when we just have 30 minutes, and I agree with Ishwar that there is a counter narrative, and we need to put it across. Just because you created your bedroom in a certain style,
madam. My only intervention was, and you've been doing that successfully. No, my only intervention was when you say that you don't believe she's a spiritual person. Does one person or one group or one congregation of religious people, can they appropriate the whole of spirituality? Your spirituality can be different from mine. Isn't that also a valid argument?
No. I give you the answer to this. I'll give you the answer to this. There are certain basic behavioral traits of spiritual people, even if you don't go to the core practices. If a person, she says she doesn't care what other people feel about. She says she doesn't even, doesn't want to even think of what people, their own eyes are bad, their own perspective is wrong. When she's so indifferent to the people, to the sensibilities and the sensitivities and the feelings of a people belonging to such a large civilizational system, she's not even bare, sensitive to human nature.
All right.
What you talk about spirituality.
All right. I'll take that answer. Unfortunately, I have no more time, but I do thank you for joining us,
Go on
Sadhvi
saying
ji.
I don't care about what people
All right,
think.
Sadhvi ji, you have your viewpoint. Sofia Hayat has hers. My job, of course, is to filter through the white noise. Thank you for joining us, Sadhvi ji, Alisha Khan, Rahul Ishwar, and Sofia Hayat. Thank you. Namaste for joining us. We'll take a short